know the regulators, we know this industry. We are truly going to be a partner with our clients to make sure that these public relations headaches, this article in the newspaper or on the internet comes out, those don't happen. Once we're involved and once we're, that client's partner. Probably the biggest thing I learned is compliance is either, a yes or a no. It's either you are in compliance, meaning you're meeting whatever those requirements are, or you're not. Our clients, contract lobbyists, are very good at their job function, right? So they're very good at the profession of lobbying and government affairs, government relations. It's very difficult for them to be as good at the compliance perspective of that. And I could, again, rattle off many, many different tales of regulators, legislators that have actually written the law, not knowing what they are allowed to do. That's where we step in, right? We step in to help our clients like, oh, well, the legislator said that he could accept this dinner. Well, no, he can't. Don't do that. You're going to be in violation of the law. That's a problem. It's truly those unique issues. It's those unique questions that come up where you're, showing our clients what we can offer in terms of our expertise, right? We're not just the company that's going to file that report for you and ensure that it's accurately and timely submitted, but we're going to be the one that will be there throughout the entire process, from the very beginning of this, compliance program that we're implementing all the way through, say to an audit of a report at the end of it. We've had, clients that have filed their own reports and gotten fined, and then we start working with them either, as a whole, they're a new client of ours, or perhaps it's a new jurisdiction that they were previously handling for themselves. And I can rattle off many examples where we've been able to get that fine either drastically reduced or perhaps eliminated altogether, which is a great value-added benefit for our clients. We know specific people at all of the offices in the states, counties, municipalities, all of that, right? So when there are issues that come up, we can contact a specific person, basically to ask them, what do we need to do here? Like, this was an inadvertent error. This was something that was just simply overlooked. What can we do to make this better? Yes, we've helped many clients in many situations, be it a late fee or a missed report or something. And quite often we can get those late fees either reduced, if not eliminated altogether, just based strictly upon the relationships that we have with the state or the local office. We don't miss those filings, like once they're under our process and working with us. I mean, we have many safeguards to ensure that we are submitting all of those on time. But that's often how we'll get a new client, is we'll start, they've had issues, right? They don't have quite the calendaring process that we have here at state and federal. So once we start working with them, there's usually some kind of a cleanup or some kind of an issue that we're addressing. It's not like we're just submitting reports for them. We want to be their partner. We want to work with them throughout this compliance process. It's not just one segment of it. It's not just a small portion. We want to make sure that their government affairs, their public affairs, whatever you want to call that department, we want to make sure that they're fully in compliance. once you're registered as a lobbyist, reports are easy, right? You're probably going to get notified. Most states do it now via email, right? So you're going to know, like, I have a requirement here. So even for clients that, let's say, don't have a robust reporting compliance mechanism, they can still file those things on time. What we find more often are clients that are out there lobbying that aren't properly registered, right? So that might be, where they've retained a firm and that firm hasn't done a good job of connecting with them and saying, well, you need to be registered as, the entity employing a lobbying firm. But not only that, an in-house employee goes along, we call it either like a ride-along. So they're in these meetings with a contract lobbyist, right? So a firm that you've hired. And the contract lobbyist has said to them, oh, don't worry about it. I'm registered. I'm here with you. That's perfectly okay. And most of the time it's not okay. Like, you're subject to the same registration requirements as that contract lobbyist. So a lot of the time we have to hold assessment calls and find out exactly what our clients are doing, again, to make sure, this idea of full compliance, this idea of, there's either a right or a wrong way to do it. I do a lot of assessments with salespeople, account executives and the like that are actually out there trying to do, they're trying to do on behalf of their employer business with the government. More and more jurisdictions are regulating that as lobbying. So a common misconception is what I tell these salespeople is, I'm going to have to register you as a lobbyist. And they think like they're going to wear some scarlet L on their lapel when they go to these meetings, or it's somehow going to affect what they're doing. And I'm just like, no, the jurisdiction is just looking for transparency. They've deemed these actions that you're taking to be regulated. They're lobbying, right? So all we have to do is disclose what you're doing. Especially in larger companies, you can have sales staff out there that's interacting with the government, regulated activity, and they don't know like that they need to have, disclosures filed. And that can be a big problem. It's usually not going to end up with the same type of thing as, say, a political contribution that's made, against what the statute indicates, a pay-to-play type violation, that might result in a contract being voided. Usually, someone not being registered as a lobbyist is only going to result in, say, a late fee. It's not going to result in a contractual problem. But then the big thing from a procurement standpoint is like a success fee or a contingency fee for that sales force. So once they've qualified as a lobbyist, it's quite possible that they may not be able to get their commission if they close that contract with the state. So that's where, we have many clients that we work with them to say, okay, your salesperson has engaged in these activities. They're lobbying, but there's a registration threshold. They can engage in a certain amount of activities before they would be required to be registered as a lobbyist. You need to be very careful with those activities. Perhaps you want to bring in government affairs or government relations to actually engage in those rather than having the account executive do more. A lot of people that are involved in lobbying compliance might think that this is strange, but I find, Massachusetts as a whole very interesting. They're one of the few regulators that won't actually actively work with you, so they can be a little bit difficult. I enjoy the nuances in Canada and how it's a little bit different than things are here in the United States. From a campaign finance procurement, I've been involved with a lot of our reporting there when it comes to the corporate contributions. That's always very interesting. One of the main things, though, that we try to stress to our clients is the pay-to-play implications of political contributions and how that can, maybe cancel out or void that contract that you're looking for and stuff. So we try to help our clients be very, careful in that area. I mean, we have individuals on staff that are, I would say, the foremost expert in whatever that jurisdiction is. We are also, though, very good about having a backup, right? So we don't have, a jurisdiction or a function or anything of that nature without somebody on staff here being able to help out if the primary person is not available. Because, again, we're a partner. We want our clients' issues and questions to be addressed very quickly. We don't like to sit around. I mean, it could be December 23rd, but there could be an issue, right? So we want that issue to be addressed. So if someone's out of the office, that's not an excuse to us to not be able to, meet our clients' needs. I mean, we're very collaborative. I mean, collaboration would be the word that I would use. I mean, we are constantly communicating about our clients and about, the status of reports and issues and projects that are coming up, daily around here. We may need to make sure that we're in constant communication. Well, you're going to be in compliance if you go with us. I mean, we don't take shortcuts. We don't do things improperly. I mean, there's either you're doing things according to what the statute or the regulations say, or you're not. Over 30 years of experience in this very niche industry, makes us one of the leaders in this. And I think that we have proven processes to make sure that, compliance is guaranteed.